I'm here at musictheory.net for a review of the Treble Clef staff. If you forgot the names of the notes in the Treble Clef staff, have no fear, you can go to Lessons right at the top and you can read all about the staff, clefs, and ledger lines. In fact, if you want to get a head start, you can go and check out any of these, but I'm really only requiring you to go here. Now, like I said, this is probably review for most of you, and you can make your way through all of this and learn about the notes on the staff, what clefs we use, where the G line is, etc. So you can go through this whole thing. What I'm really interested in, though, is this Exercises tab up here. Go to Exercises and go to Note Identification. So even if you read Treble Clef, you may not read the extended range of the Treble Clef. If you play trumpet, for example, that note is rare. That's a C. So you may want to practice in here on Treble Clef, even though you already know how to read Treble Clef. So to answer correctly, I'm going to click C. If you play the flute, that note is rare, and you can't even play it unless you have a B foot on your flute. So I'm going to answer B. Now, I can answer with the typing keyboard as well. I'm not going to use the mouse this time. I'm just going to type the letter D on my typing keyboard. To answer a note that has a sharp or a flat, I can use the typing keyboard too. I'm going to hit the up arrow and notice that this top line highlights in blue. That note is A sharp. There's a B. And to do a flat, I'll hit the down arrow and I'll answer C. So practice in here until you get really comfortable with all the notes in the Treble Clef staff in the range that they give you. I'm going to go over to settings now and show you how to submit your report to complete your summer assignment. This one is for Treble Clef. If I wanted to change it, I could go in here. But I want you to go all the way down to here, to challenge mode. Challenge mode, then turn on the time limit to 1 minute. You are going to need to answer 15 or better correctly in a minute. So now that I've got this set to 1 minute, I'm going to get started and hit the Start Challenge. Then I'll show you how to submit and copy your link to the Google Doc. Here I go. Okay, so I've got 23 out of 23 in a minute. That is definitely higher than the 15 I'm requiring. So here's how you submit your score to me. Click View Report and then sign your report. After you sign your report, you get a link. So click Copy Link. Once you've copied that link, you can go to the Google Doc that was in your assignment. This is actually your summer assignment right here. So you're going to highlight this purple text and you're going to paste. So that is going to bring me, as your teacher, to see your score. All I have to do is copy that code and I can go and see your score. So do that for bass clef, grand staff, tenor clef, alto clef. Paste in the link, and you'll turn it in when you're done. Now, let's go on to key signature identification. We're going to use a different site for that. We're going to use Teoria. So let's go to teoria.com, and we're going to go on up to Exercises. Now, in your Google Classroom, in the AP Music Theory classroom, there are help videos. Okay, so this is how to identify major and minor keys using Teoria. Check out this video if you want some help on how to identify major and minor keys. I've gone through quite a bit and shown some tricks. Drop it down a third so that G is on the top of the staff. I'm going to draw a note right here. That's E. Okay, that's how you figure out the relative minor. So watch these help videos. Those are going to help you. For identifying clefs, I have a whole other thing in here. This is in the classwork section, note identification help videos. For alto clef, grand staff, bass clef, tenor clef, same thing. Click on one of the videos and you'll get a video of me showing you how to name notes in alto clef. This line in the middle is middle C. So watch those videos before you take the assessments. Now, going back to Teoria to drill the key signatures, I'm going to go to Exercises, Key Signatures, Identification. So once you're a grandmaster at the key signatures and you've gone through my instructional videos, go here and start by limiting your key signature to 4 accidentals. You can use whatever clef you want. I'm just going to drill sharps right now, and I'm just going to practice. So I'm going to click OK. And since I know that that is a F sharp, it's going to lead to G. I'm going to answer G. I'll keep on going. And just like with the note naming, I want you to get 15 correct within a minute. So I'm going to, right now, reset the score and edit options. So I've drilled the major key signatures. I could stop and drill just minor key signatures. I could drill sharps and flats, however I want to drill it. But at the end, when you're ready to do this for your summer assignment, you're going to need to use these specific settings. The settings that you're going to need to have are going to be major, sharps and flats. Do this first. Give yourself 1 minute. So I'll go ahead and do this. Okay, I'm done. So I finished 1 minute. I got 18 correct answers, and I'm ready to submit. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this. There's my screenshot. So all I have to do now is do copy, and then I'm going to go into the Google Doc, and I'll paste it. There it is, my major key signatures identification. Majors, sharps, flats, treble clef. You'll go back and do the minor keys by going up to key signatures, identification, and choose minor, sharps and flats. Once you get that, do the same thing. Take a screenshot, go back to the Google Doc, and paste that in. When everything's done, you can turn in this Google Doc and your music theory assignment, summer assignment, will be done. So here's a review. This is what your Google Classroom looks like. You'll have all of your major and minor key review materials in here. There's a video on how to identify major and minor keys. On note identification videos, they're all in here. Review those. Once you've got a passing score for one of the sections and you're ready to paste it in, open the Google Doc and paste in your score. Now, you don't have to do this all in one sitting, all in one day. Once you paste in your URL for the treble clef stuff, save it. Go enjoy your summer. Come back a couple of days later, do the bass clef, do the grand staff, do the minor keys. Take your time with this. When you finally have populated this with all the links, then you can turn it in. And then click Turn In. It'll say one attachment will be submitted. You'll go Turn In, and that does it. Now on my end, it's going to look like this. I'll go to Grades, and there's the test student who's handed in the grade, and I can look at it. Okay, good luck with your summer assignment.